time chemicals, heat, or glassware is used in an experiment, students will wear safety goggles, like Daniel is showing, and no exceptions. Dress properly during a laboratory activity. Long hair, dangling jewelry, and or baggy clothing is a hazard and must be tied back. Dangling jewelry and loose clothing must be secured. Shoes must completely cover the foot and no sandals allowed. This is basic for the safety. Conduct yourself in a responsible manner at all times in the laboratory. Never fool around in the laboratory. Horseplay, practical jokes, and pranks are dangerous and prohibited. Follow all written and verbal instructions carefully. If you do not understand a question or any part of the procedure, ask your teacher before proceeding with activity. Perform all of those experiments authorized by your teacher and carefully follow all instructions. Unauthorized experiments are not allowed. Do not eat food, drink beverages, or chew gum in the laboratory. Do not use laboratory glassware as containers for food or beverage. Observe good housekeeping practices. Work areas should be kept clean and tidy at all times. Know what to do if there is a fire drill during a laboratory period. Containers must be closed and any electrical equipment must be turned off. Handling glassware and equipment. 1. Never handle broken glass with your bare hands. Use a brush and dustpan to clean up broken glass. Place glass in a designated glass disposal container. 2. Examine glassware before each use. Never use chipped, cracked, or dirty glassware. If you do not understand how to use a piece of equipment, ask teacher for help. Don't assume a certain procedure. Do not immerse hot glassware in cold water. The glassware may shatter. Do not operate a hot plate by yourself. Take care that hair, clothing, and hands are a safe distance from a hot plate at all times. Heating glassware remain very hot for a long time. They should be set aside in a designated place to cool and picked up with caution. Use tongs or heat protective gloves if necessary. Never look into a container.
This is another baby, don't believe a word I say.
Handling chemicals. All chemicals in the laboratory are to be considered dangerous. Avoid handling chemicals with fingers. Always use a tweezer. When making an observation, keep at least 1 foot away from the specimen. Do not taste or smell any chemicals. Always whiff.
No way! Don't do it! You gotta whiff.
The hell I do.
Round 2! Something you just don't wanna do! Don't dance it with the devil as you wear my shoes! You got nerve and I'll give you that! Walk the world trouble while you sit!
Entering a science room, do not touch any equipment, chemicals, or other materials in the laboratory area until instructed to do so. Dispose of all chemical waste properly. Never mix chemicals in sink drains unless teacher gave permission to do so. Check with teacher for disposal of chemicals and solutions. Never return any unused chemicals to their original container. And don't remove any chemicals or any other materials from the laboratory area. Accidents and injuries. Report any accident such as a spill or breakage or injury such as a cut or burn to the teacher immediately, no matter how trivial it seems. Do not panic.
Ah! Boo boo! Boo boo!
Miss Dalton!
Miss Dalton!
Yeah.
And if you or your lab partner is hurt, loudly yell out the teacher's name to get their attention. If chemicals should splash into your eye or on your skin, flush with running water for at least 20 minutes and get teacher's attention. To prevent any of these incidents, be alert and proceed with caution at all times in the laboratory. Keep hands away from the face, eyes, mouth, and body while using chemicals or lab equipment. Wash your hands with soap and water after performing any experiment. And know the locations and operating procedures of all safety equipment, including first aid kits and fire extinguisher. Know where the fire alarm exits are located.
These are stuck. Oh, oh my eye.
Go to the eye wash station.